Welcome back to Nigerian Kitchen, the tiny Nigerian kitchen. Today I'm going to be making Nigerian peppered gizzard. That's right, today I am making Nigerian peppered gizzard. What is gizzard, I hear you say? Well, it is inside quite a few animals, but the one I'm going to be using particularly is chicken gizzard, and I think that's what a lot of Nigerians use normally when they prepare this dish. So here's a chicken, and the gizzard will be the bit inside the chicken just before the small intestines and the large intestines. The gizzard apparently is there to help the chicken in digesting its food. So a chicken goes about and pecks bits of food, but also gravel and bits of small stone, and those all end up inside the gizzard. And it's quite a strong muscle that I guess then contracts and relaxes, and as it contracts and relaxes, all the bits of gravel and dirt and stone will help to crush up the actual bits of food before they get to the small intestine. So it's really there as part of the chicken's digestive system. So it is still a muscle like any other meat that we eat from animals commonly, but because of its job, it's actually quite a strong muscle, so it ends up being quite tight. So we have to really think about how we prepare this well to get it really tender, and that's my main aim today, is to get really tender gizzard, which we then fry up and add the pepper sauce. So this is what gizzard itself actually looks like. In Cantonese, actually, when I went to buy them locally, they're translated in English as chicken kidneys, and this has been cleaned, which is great mostly anyway. Depending on where you buy it, you have to be careful and make sure you clean it really well. Sometimes you get this kind of little bit of yellow kind of skin on top of the gizzard that you do need to get peeled off, and it can leave quite a nasty taste, I must say, if you don't clean it properly. So what are we actually doing today? I will be trying to cook this and make it really tender, which means, folks, if you've seen any of my episodes before, a pressure cooker. That's right, so I'm going to put it in with some chicken stock and cook it for about 30 minutes under pressure, and that should get it really tender. But then I want it tasty. And to get meat really tasty, that often means getting browning around the outside. And so we're going to fry gizzard, and then we're going to add some of the red stew that you've seen me prepare before. Please do go back and check some of my previous episodes if you want to see how to make that. So I'll be preparing that with some chopped green, yellow, red pepper, just to add some color, and some onions together. Then we'll mix this all together and we'll be ready to eat. Now this is part of the small chops / Nigerian street food series. So this is the kind of thing you might go to a Nigerian party and it'll be the little appetizers that are brought around for you just to munch on before the real meal and feasting begins. Ikbanu if you speak Yoruba. So I think we're ready. Okay, so my gizzard has actually been salted overnight. Again, that's to help with getting it tender when it's cooked, and it's clean and it's ready to be cooked. So I'm going to put it straight into the pressure cooker. And to that, I'm going to be adding some chicken stock and some onions. So I'm going to put in 2 whole stock cubes. I think just half an onion chopped in. And then we need to add a little bit of water in before we put everything on. And let's start cooking these bad boy gizzards. Okay, so that is now been in there for about 30 minutes. So I'm going to take it off the heat and leave it just to cool for a little bit. And while it's doing that, I'm going to prepare the pepper sauce. Again, if you watched my fried rice episode, you would have seen me prepare this similar pepper sauce that I use for the fish. I'll be doing the same thing today. So I've got some yellow, green, red pepper for adding color, and I've got some onions there as well. So then I'm going to mix this with the red stew. This is the red stew that comes up in so many recipes. So if you go back, you can watch my jollof rice episode, you can watch my original first ever episode with the goat meat and the red stew and the white rice. So those all detail a little bit more about how to make the red stew. I've already got it because I saved it from before, so I'll just be using this with this, reducing it, and we're going to mix it in with the fried gizzard afterwards. And I'm not looking to get these brown, I just really want them to soften. So I'm going to keep the heat low. Okay, now I'm going to add in my peppers. So I'm actually going to add in a sprinkle of salt to help the vegetables to sweat, because salt draws out the water, and the side benefit of extra flavour. Woo, it is hot in this kitchen. Okay, so that is now a lot softer and it's browned a little bit, which is no problem. So I've got some of the atalilo, the red tomato and red pepper stew. I'm now going to add in to... Ooh. Wow, this is going to be good. I'm going to let this reduce a little bit further, and then it's on to frying the gizzard. And we are done. Now to check in on the gizzard. I'm going to try one of them just to see if that's tender. Wow, look how that just falls apart. So soft, really succulent, really juicy, and definitely tender. That is already so tasty. We're going to take up a level by frying it, getting the outside brown, and getting it super delicious. So finally then we're going to mix it with the bell peppers and the atalilo, the red Scotch bonnet stew, together with the fried gizzards even, and then that will be the ultimate taste test. Let's keep going. Okay, so we're going to heat up the hot oil. So while the oil is heating up, there are two things I'm going to add to the gizzard to try and help it crisp up and brown faster. Because it's already cooked and it's so tender, I don't want it to stay in the oil for too long. So the first thing is sodium carbonate. So when food browns, supposedly the more alkaline the outside is, the better it will brown. So sodium carbonate helps to raise the pH level, so hopefully this will brown much faster when it's frying than if I hadn't had it on. The second thing is I'm actually going to add some cornstarch, just because I want a little bit more of a crispiness on the outside. So I'm going to sprinkle, not too much, because actually I don't want to interfere with the flavour of the gizzard already. Too much starch basically starts to interfere with the flavour of the food. So that should be about enough. There we go. So we just need to wait for the oil, and it's time to fry. Okay, one thing with sodium carbonate is that it will tenderize meat, so I don't want to leave it on for too long in general on meats. Just a few minutes before we dump it into the oil. And actually, I'm going to check now if this is good to go. Woo! I'm just going to protect myself. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, nice and crispy. A minute or so. So let's get our heat back. Wow, look at that. That's like about 30 seconds and it's already really brown. Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of these fried up. Okay, let's do this. The gizzard is fried. We've got a little bit of the crunch on the outside. It's nice and brown. Yes. So, time to finish this. Woo! That looks delicious. Let's have the final taste. Now, normally at Nigerian parties, when these are served up, like I said, it's normally something as a snack before your main meal. So they're maybe inside a little bowl with some cocktail sticks, and you dig it out and you eat it. But right now, we just want to see. Oh, this is so good. Basically, when it first goes in your mouth, the taste of the stew comes through, and especially with all those peppers in it, it's nice and sweet. So you get this sweetness with the spicy as well, and then you start to bite into the gizzard, and just the kind of chickeny, and it's quite a deep flavour because it's a dark meat, starts to come through at the back of that, and everything just comes together and mixes together so well. I'm going in for another bite. Oh. I am so happy with that. Honestly, again, it's not something I cook regularly. I can't remember the last time I had it myself, but this is really good. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to press the like, subscribe. Please leave any comments below, any questions you had about what I've done, or maybe even suggestions about things that you do to make your peppered gizzard like top notch. Thank you guys, see you next time.
You doing your YouTube thing?
Yeah.
How's it going? Still no one watching your videos?
I had 2 views last week.
Oh, well, that's an improvement.
Yeah, I guess. It's still not enough to fund me traveling off around the world, trying food in, exotic places.
Well, maybe you should get a job.
This is a job.
I mean, another job, just to have some other income while you're growing.
Dude, in between the planning, the filming, the editing, I haven't got time for anything else.
Fair enough. Are you doing the keyword research thing?
Yep.
Optimizing thumbnails?
Yep.
Rearranging playlists?
Yep.
Maybe you need to get yourself a personality. I mean, get an on-screen persona,
I prefer just to go on as myself.
Fair enough. So what other ideas have you got going then?
Well, right now I am writing an email to Prince Aliusi Islassis.
Prince who? $419?
Look, I'm running out of options. I've done some research. The guy checks out. He's real. And the company's legit as well. It's not that much money. Look, and if anything, I can make a video out of it, right?
I repeat, get a job.
Hello? Which bank? I've received how much in my account? Sorry, who sent me this money? Prince Ali Islassis. Yes, yes, of course. I've been expecting that. Yes. Yeah, okay. Sorry, can I just check how much has been sent again? Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Okay, time to upgrade my travel episodes. Okay. No more Airbnb for me. I should get some new kicks. Hey, thank you, Mr. Uslassis. Sorry, Prince Uslassis.